Yeah.
What does 14 and 4 mean?
Okay, I have a theory.
Welcome to The Story Thinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-host for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Thinker on Patreon. Let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 113, and we are of Midnight Poppyland, and we are with Veronica and Angela.
Hi.
And also kudos to Angela for waking up early to do the podcast. Everyone's dedication is really amazing. Raluca stays up late, or Angela or whatever. People stay up late and wake up early to do this, and I'm very grateful and impressed.
It's the coffee. Coffee helps.
On a Sunday morning.
Coffee.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aw, I'm not a mug person or a merch person, so I don't have a Tora puppy, whatever.
I'm a mug person. I'm also an emotional support water bottle person. At all times. At all times.
I was thinking it could be like a mural on my wall with like the Webtoon stuff, but I have not gotten around to it because, as you know, painting murals takes more than just a thought. So,
yes.
All right. So we have an exciting episode. There's a lot going on in this episode.
So much going on, and an extra long episode. I'm pretty sure Lily added to this episode because like she was given that extra time when she was put on like webtoon hiatus, like timeout corner. So she was like probably like, all right, let me just keep adding to it since I can, and just stop it at this point instead. And that's why we got blessed with this extra long episode. It's like, thanks. All right. So we start with someone walking down the street. He's not picking up. He's still not picking up. Oh, well. Okay, first off, no, that would never be me. I would never be like, oh, well. I would just already be so annoyed and angry that the person I am trying to reach is not answering his phone, because he does that often. And I tell him all the time that if I was ever in danger, you would not be the first person I call, because I would be instantly unalived because not answer my phone calls. He doesn't. It's infuriating. He's not attached to his phone, so it's infuriating.
It did not occur to me ever. Like, that just thought did not cross my mind. But I also don't like to be on my phone. Also, when I'm at work, it's on silent and it doesn't even vibrate. I don't know what it is. So like, I miss all my phone calls at work. Sometimes I turn off my phone so I can focus because I'm a good employee, and then no one can reach me unless they know my work phone, which anyone who wants to should know my work number. So
yeah, that's true. No, Scott would just be at home, just at home, not answering his calls,
living his best life.
I'm just like, WTF, dude. I really needed you at this exact moment in time.
Why did we get married if I can't reach you?
It's like, what is the point? You need to be available at all times. That's how this works. No, there's something where if I call him from a very specific spot while I'm driving, the calls don't go through to his phone, which is infuriating. But I think it also has something to do with the fact that we live in DC, and I probably am like driving around the Pentagon and very close to the Capitol building and also very close to the White House. And so maybe things just get cut off, because it happens all the time where he just doesn't actually receive my phone call. And that's what makes it very, very annoying, because I can't blame him.
The government decided that they don't want you to talk. They are.
Yes, I can't actually blame him. Like, it would be easier to blame him, but we got into so many fights of my pure frustration of not being able to get in contact with him, and I need to. It's just
so like what you're saying is that this whole these two panels are just one big trigger for you.
Yes, totally, one big trigger. I would never be like, oh well, no.
This whole episode is like one big trigger. Anyways,
oh well. And then she's like, hello, dear. Good to see you again. Hello, Mrs. Jones. Okay, I'm friendly with one neighbor. It's like, it's nice to be back. Ring, ring, babe.
She's adorable, by the way. I just have to say, she's such a
She
cute
is
person.
so adorable. With her
Like,
adorable outfit and her
cheeks.
curly hair and her bright eyes.
Oh, I know what it is. It's her ears. I know this is not a thing. I love sticky out ears. I love it. I think they're so cute. My son has them and I'm like, please stay forever. But I know he probably won't want them when he gets older. But like, I love them. It's so cute.
Yeah. My niece has ears like that too. Yeah. And she's like, babe, are you home? I forgot to bring my keys. Babe, see, first also, if I forgot to bring my keys and I can't get in touch with my person, I would not.
Red flag number 2.
Megan has so much patience. Like right now, we only have one house key because my best friend has my other key because she stayed at the house while we were away. And so like I would leave, but I wouldn't have a house key. So I had to make sure Scott is home. And then he's not answering my phone calls. I'm like, can I get inside my house right now? So much triggering. All the trigger warnings is what I needed for these first like 3 panels. So,
just for Veronica.
Like, just for me. And he's like, babe. Yeah. And then you see oomph. And this like, why is this person just in what appears to be underwear?
And answering the door.
And then why are they opening the door? I mean, I get it. If they're supposed to be protecting the house, they gotta look as like crazy as possible. And
oh my God.
They've achieved the
Skyliner Brian is the best person to have opened the door because he looks crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you want?
He looks manic. Like
he does look manic.
So manic. And I'm just like, oh my God, they're having a house party at like I don't know, 8:30 in the morning, and like crazy beats are going like
I know.
I also just noticed like his finger is like a gun tattoo. That's like really
his gun tattoo. And then smoking in the house. I'm sorry, I would never allow that.
Trigger number 3.
Yeah.
That.
Wow.
I'm just telling none for you.
Yes. And then she's so confused. She's so cute in her confusedness.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my gosh, wrong house, sorry. He's like, better luck next time. Slam. And he's like, when did that person move into the area? Good thing my man doesn't have such god-awful taste in music.
Honey.
No.
She must have been away for a while.
She's realizing her realization phase.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait a goddamn minute. This isn't the wrong house. And then she's just freaked out and she's like, okay. I mean, I would be freaked out too. I understandably would be very freaked out if like this crazy-eyed, mostly naked person smoking a cigarette with his gun tattooed fingers comes like
his guyliner
to make him extra crazy looking. It's like, no. And then you just, see this black van just not even being able to remotely park correctly in any capacity, drives into a bush. Why? Who knows? I mean, it's classic Tora to just not park correctly in any way.
I thought it was Poppy because she comes out of the driver's seat and she's on that side.
Not,
but they
drive on the other side.
Lily
side,
has them drive on the other side.
Okay.
So the steering wheel is on the other side.
Yeah.
And so, God, how do you take this thing off? Muffled. And then she's just like, Megan is just like, what the fuck? Like, I told you that has a faulty catch. Where are you? Get over here. Like, seriously, why did Tori just not be able to drive correctly? Why did he drive into a bush? And then why is she trying to get out on the bushy side?
I know, right? That's Poppy's bad decision making also. Like,
and then there's Daddy Lorian.
The whole van looks like it's tilted over. I kept thinking it was like, it looks tilted, like it's about to fall.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just like say how hysterical this was to me, because when they first see each other, she is like coming out of the bushes and she like drives herself into the bush, gets out of the bush, and now he's the one who's like having all these issues with like driving, and then he runs into the bush and she's trying to get out of the bush and tons of bushes. And, I thought that was just like really funny how they, it's kind of like come full circle. It's like a reunion.
Oh. Yeah,
it was so cute. I didn't even think of that connection.
How it's like she's in this bush in the most like absolute Poppy way of being in this bush.
Yeah.
So ungraceful. Despite the fact that the first time he saw her come out of a bush, it was like this angel being revealed.
Yeah.
Now it's like, no, this is the real her.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yes. She's like, burglars. I love how Poppy's fuck isn't fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
She's definitely like, Tora's been rubbing off on her, but it's in the Poppy way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cursing without cursing.
Or so she thinks. She's trying to, like, it comes out phonically the same.
Yeah. She's like, somebody help. Wait, it's not what you think. It's not what you think, but it very much looks like what she thinks. Absolutely. Like, hell, it isn't. There's one of you inside my house already. Somebody muffled.
Wow. This is like, what a genius way to calm someone down, Tora. I mean, I really can't think of a better way to make someone feel at peace and assured of your, your non-bad intentions.
Yes, let's come from behind, cover your mouth while you're yelling. Great idea.
And then just pick you up with one arm and carry you. And it's like, okay, but why does Poppy's voice have to have that like mafia kind of writing to it? It's like
it's the helmet. The helmet,
it's the muffled helmet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, good thing he gave me a spare key. Jacob, I'm so sorry. And then the ridiculousness. And then the house party ensues.
So
this poor girl is like getting scared for her life, and her boyfriend is like partying and like being all frivolous and ridiculous.
It's like, no wonder he couldn't hear his phone ring, because the music is playing so loud and he's having a dance party with a bunch of partially naked dudes. Like,
how much would he get yelled at now, Veronica?
That's number 4. So let's keep going.
I would have gone inside the house. I would have slammed that door. I would have been like, I would have just made a face at Scott and he would have just known.
He would have
he would have known my exact face, and he would have known what that face meant.
Music goes off, the boys are kicked out, you go and immediately get the ice cream from the fridge.
I'm like, no, you've lost all privileges for like
calming breaths. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you take over, right, Angela?
Yeah. Okay, so we get and like loud Euro beats, and
no, you could tell they're Euro beats.
Yeah, absolutely. House Party 101, it's Euro beats. So this poor girl, she is dropped off in the middle of her living room. We have, Daddy Lorian and his protege. We have Jacob just looking absolutely manic, and then we have probably
doing the running man.
Yes, doing the running man, and we have probably the best dance scene ever. We have Brian with his no regrets tattoo, his bitch please, I'm a mermaid tattoo. I mean, he's just a work of art, this Brian is.
I was so disappointed that it doesn't say no regrets. It should say no regrets.
I know.
That would be great if it was misspelled.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. But yeah, so they're just doing their Thuglet thing in the middle of her living room. So then
do you want to talk about the other guy's name, or maybe when we see his face?
Yeah. Yeah, well, oh, and then we have his bro next to him, just having his time, his fun time.
With even shorter short shorts.
Oh my God, I know, short shorts, pink shorts.
They're like
shorts.
They're like not even shorts. It's like a toga. What's that thing that men wear to like in like villages and stuff?
I don't know. I'm just
or
with like trunks.
Like one piece of cloth type of thing.
They honestly look like cheerleading shorts.
Like
yeah, spandex. So more Euro beats. She's like, or Poppy says, "Are you okay? I hope we didn't hurt you. It's me, Poppy." Like, okay, that would have been great to know, Petty Bunch, to start out with, instead of just like, bro handling you. So Megan, this poor girl, she's just like, what the is going on? And then Jacob, who has piercings apparently, and
yeah, wait, it's totally, they're new. It's totally,
they
totally went out together. Brian and the other guy are like, we're going to the shop. We're getting you this. Who knows if he got a tattoo also?
No, 100% bet they did it to him themselves. They were probably like, we know how to do this. He's gonna
have like
I just need a needle. I just need some acetone. I just need a lighter. And
here's what are they called? The jaw grips that you like bite down on. Just like, here, take this.
We got you. We got you. We know how to do this. We've seen it hundreds of times. That's exactly how he got those 2 ear piercings.
Yep.
He's such a cutie patootie though. He's just like Megan. He's all shocked. More Eurobeat. And then Poppy says he was showing me his helmet collection, and I tried one on, and it got stuck, and he's having a bad face day or something, and he's just standing there all like stoic, like.
I love that he's having a bad face day, not a bad hair day.
Yeah.
Bad day, just a bad face day.
It's something different, it's always something different with him. And she's like,
has a bad face day.
So she says, completely like going way off the topic, and she's like, whoa, are you guys making TikTok videos? Nice track. And then we get Brian.
She's totally not even addressing like why these people are in her house. Like, that's
yeah.
Right.
They're just gonna gloss over all of that.
It's a typical Sunday. It's fine. So then we get
I totally
Brian.
want to see those TikTok videos.
No, me too. Like, what are they doing? Big bro, what happened to your
It's like, what happened to their faces? They look so sleep deprived.
I know.
So sleep deprived.
Chanting all night.
I know. We have Brian.
So manic.
He does. He's like and then the no-name thug on the other side. He's just like shit.
Well,
he's just...
oh yeah. I don't know. Should we talk about a revelation of his name? What his name actually is?
So her.
What is it?
Lily. It's we, the fan base, have dubbed him Louis. However, she has claimed that his actual name is.
She, the author, has claimed.
Yes, claimed. She, the author, with her, rights. Says that his name is Machida, something like that. Yeah, Machida. Yeah. So he has a name. No named thug is.
I really wanted him to be One-Eyed Louie, but that's cool.
He could be Machida Louie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're just looking manic.
Yep. And then, okay, so then we drop down to the next panel, and it's the neighbor's house again, the Joneses. Says, weird, I heard a car drive by and people yelling, but no one's outside. Yeah, I heard it too, but let's not slow down. Let's not slow the plot down with pedantics.
That's a good way of saying, like, yeah, people heard, but we're not going to address it because we, don't have time.
Yeah. And then
we drop down.
All these people yelling, probably because they know what these boys know what's going to happen to them. You just hear all this yelling.
We get a "Gah!" and it's the bathroom. "Gah! Ah! Ah!" And then we get poor Q. And on the toilet, with his bowel movements. Geez, I'm missing out on all the action. And homeboy is sweating. He's got his toes curled in. He's having a rough morning as well.
Also, it's my first thought is like, dude, get a stool or something to elevate your legs. That's like my first thought.
The squatty potty.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those commercials? Yeah, for the squatty potty. He needs to invest in one.
I just stools that were in my house.
Huh?
I've just always used step stools that were in my house. Yeah,
they have like our bathroom garbage.
They're just this like bathroom step stools. Always like, right? Is that what?
Also, like Lily drew like random hairs on his legs, I think to kind of make him look all like ratty and not unkempt. But I was thinking about, like, we'd never see hair on people's legs. Like, let's say, I don't know, Toro's legs. I'm sure he has hair on his legs when we saw him in shorts, but it just doesn't show up. But like poor Gyu, he gets to look all, I don't know, untaken,
disheveled.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
oh,
yeah.
Poor baby.
He was a poor baby. Not doing well with his bowel movements.
No. It's a rough morning for everyone. Okay. Click. Bro. Click. We get it's a TV remote, Brian's handgun tattoo. And then we get a shot of two bros hanging out on a couch. And one of them is saying, "We're being watched from behind, aren't we? Click, click, click. I think we are, my brother." Oh, I don't know why, but that's so endearing. I love that. I think we are, my brother. And then we get Brian and what's his
Cheetah.
I was about to call him Machete. And they're sitting on the couch. Brian has a very, very red and puffy cheek. Machida, what is his name? I keep messing up.
Machida.
He has a huge bump on his head, and they seem to be more dressed now. And then Tora is in the back. He's like, "No one taught the both of you manners," which I think is so rich coming from him, because he has like he used to have like really bad manners. So just seeing him like, just reprimanding them for their manners is hysterical. And he's the one who like, kind of raised them in a way. So
he should have taught them.
So it would have been him that should have taught them manners. And they call Poppy Miss Poppy. There's manners.
And then he's like, "Quit changing channels. It's pissing me off. And get your damn feet off the table." And they're like, "Yes, sir." And
petulant children when they say it.
Yeah, exactly. And then someone's getting beat in the background. Thwack. Ugh. Ooh, nice one, Megan. And Poppy's all like, good job, way to go. And
I
he's
just
like,
want to finish that and I'll say something. Sorry.
oh, it's okay. She says, hee, thanks, Pops. That'll teach him to give me a scare like that again. How's the omelet? You can take.
I just want to say, like, I'm constantly like hitting my husband, and he always says, he's like, if I hit you the way that you hit me, people would be calling me out for wife abuse and I would be in jail. I'm like, yes, I hear.
Accurate.
Yeah, but isn't your husband like giant?
He is. So he is like 6'4", and he's very padded. So like it doesn't hurt him. And I don't know, like, would I mind if he did this to me? I don't think I do it that hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's never happened.
It's like a little pat. It's like a pat. But if you know, it's the other way, it couldn't be a pat.
Well, it was just pointing at the double standards. Like if Tora got to Poppy, would be like,
yeah. She says, you can take a shower if you'd like. And she's all sweet to Poppy, because how could you not be sweet to Poppy, even though she was like part of the tag team to yeet you up off the street. Okay, anyway, so I swear I was gonna oh my god. Okay, I swear I was gonna tell you in person, Megan. Oh wait, sorry. She says, Poppy says, I will, and your omelet tastes amazing, thank you. And Jacob is standing against the wall, and there is a darts game behind him. He's like, I swear I was gonna tell you in person, Megan. And he's trying to, distract. He's like, and did you see my new haircut? And she's just like, she's not having it. She's like pointing the dart. She's like, no, I didn't see your stupid new haircut, Jacob.
I noticed it.
Yeah, and your new piercings too, bro. And thwack, and there's like an apple on top of his head.
Oh, I did.
Like,
okay, so you know what? She wasn't hitting him. She was just throwing the arrows above him. Okay, good.
Like aiming for the apple.
Yeah. And he's like, ugh. I forgot where I'm supposed to stop.
So did I.
I'll just keep going.
You're doing the phones.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes,
thank you.
exactly.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. And then we have you at the computer off the shitter, and he says done. And Poppy's like, whoa, you fixed the SD card already? And Tora's face is sunburned, and at first I thought he was blushing, but no, homeboy has a really bad sunburn, hence the bad face day. And then everyone's just kind of like looking at you. It's like, yeah, good thing it wasn't damaged, just corrupted. And so then we get a flashback. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, usually Lily, when it's a flashback, does the background in black, but she kind of didn't do that. So I can see how some people were very confused by this.
Yeah.
Because it was a very short, like single little flashback here, not even like a full panel or anything like that. So I can see how people were confused.
Yeah.
They're like,
so, like, I had to reread it a couple of times to like understand that this was
when the flashback ended. And it was literally just immediately after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, so flashback, and she's like, crap, I can't read Louise's card on my phone either, and we didn't get her contact info. Should we go after her now? And he's just like, you can help. He's at Jacob's. We'll head over now. Go to sleep. You're in panic mode now. He's just like, go to sleep. Just
he's very
go that way.
Like,
yeah.
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 It's just
let's get back to the city. Just calm. And then he's so cute. He's like, so back to the present. He's like, yay. She's like, phew. So she's
with his pertness.
he's adorable. She's just like, Tora, did you just go yay? He's like, cough, cough, completely like ignoring her question. So what's inside the card?
Like, I'm not even going to acknowledge that you're rubbing off on me.
So much for manners, Tora.
Yeah.
All right. And then, oh yeah, okay. So he's like, I don't know. Or he's like, I don't know. Check it now. Food pics, belly selfies. Oh my God, that's adorable. Oh my God, that's so sad and adorable at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Brian's like, alrighty, move along, kids. Time for bed.
What time is it? Is it like bedtime even? Or is it like 5 o'clock in the morning? Like,
dude, I have no idea. For all we know, it could be like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no idea. But they were up all night, doing their little house party. So,
yeah,
who knows? And Jake is like, oh man, can't we stay and watch? I thought I'm part of the crew now. And the thugs are like, sure you are. Or Brian's like, sure you are, but you still gotta move or we'll have to make you, and it's gonna hurt. Oh man. And then Machida is like, nothing personal, bro. We're not allowed to stay either.
His tattoo was like really similar to Tora's, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both, yeah. He has koi's.
They all have koi fish.
Yeah. They do.
That's common with Japanese style tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jacob is like, okay, I was just kidding. Sheesh. And then Megan, being the voice of reason, she's like, let's go, babe. If your evil ex-boss is up to no good, we'll need these guys around. Oh, and I did notice your haircut, by the way. Aww, cuties. And Jake and Megan are just like, really? Do you like it? And she's like, you'll find out if you come inside. And
joke, like,
yeah,
like I don't like what that means, what that implies.
Yeah, and I don't know. Do their walls like?
Oh God.
How thin are they?
More Eurobeats intensifies. And then you let me see here. Gag choke, shut the hell up, Jake. And then Jake's like, you shut the hell up. It's my freaking house. And Poppy's just watching them. She's like, so cute. Megan has Jacob wrapped around her little finger. Yes.
And she's a little pouting about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she definitely wants to have Tora wrapped around her little finger. She literally
does. She does. Like, so, she's just.
She doesn't want to acknowledge was actually for like the SD card. But okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, and he's like, I don't know, big bro. Are you sure there's something important in this card? And he's like, not sure, but just keep going. Like, he's like, okay. And then we get Poppy. She's going over to the media table, and she says, my phone should be charged by now. And then she goes into her little role-playing scenario. She says, in her rakish voice, she says, remember me? so we meet at last. And so she has Tora's phone and her phone next to each other. And she's like, gasp, it's you. You're the one who gave me so much grief. But you're so tall, dark, and handsome. Gasp. And rakish voice, he says, indeed. This is why I'm always out of stock, probably. Oh my God. Come now. Be a good girl. Follow me back to my cave. Oh my God. I'm dying, you guys. This is so funny. Like, no, don't hurt me, my lord. I'm just an innocent village girl. 𝗬𝗂𝗽𝗃 Oh.
Did you look it up, or did you guys know it already? I had to look it up.
I think
I forgot.
It's no, don't, or no, don't do that, something like that. Because I did look it up. I'm like, wait, let's consult Google Translate. So she's basically like, no, stop. And then she's like looking at both their phones, and she's like, ew, I'm so problematic.
Which I'm glad she said, because this stereotype that she's talking about, especially what she's going to say next, it definitely is. Like, people argue about it all the time. You know, some people love it,
Yeah.
and people are like, oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Yeah. And he's like, don't be shy. You know what they say. Maybe means no, or maybe means yes, and no also means. And then she gets cut off. What you doing with my phone?
He's like, he's got her by the waist.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Startling
So
enough as it is.
You know, startles her mid fantasy. And her poor little heart's like, badump. She's got to be honest. I gotta be honest. I'm role playing. Role playing what? Two sworn enemies meet at a martial arts tournament. That's exactly it. How did you know? Yeah, like I'm buying that. Where's you? Blowing up the toilet. Ew, Tora, gag.
Okay. Well, he didn't answer her about the yay. She could, you know, not be truthful about the role playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll do the next part, but we will relink because we have a minute left. All right, see you in a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
So Tora is like, how come my phone's so silent? And she's like, you didn't turn it on, silly. So he turns it on, and then it rings immediately with Quinston.
I love it's just Quincy.
Yeah. And which I was like so happy. I was like, Quincy's coming back. Even if I just see his name, I'm like, oh great, Quincy's in the picture. And Papa's like, hey, it's Quincy. And she's like, that gave me a jump scare. And it's ring, ring, ring. And Tora's face already looks like, you know,
he already knows it's bad news.
Stressed out. Yeah, like work mode.
He's triggered. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'll go take his call. So I guess Quincy doesn't call every time he's like wants to socialize or like consult about his outfit.
Yeah.
And poor Q, he comes out of the bathroom. He looks so beat and like tired and like worn out. He's like, oh, this stinks. Like literally, right? Both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tora he says, Q, I gotta go. And, you know, right down to business, no explanation. He's like, what? And he's like, take her to Quincy's place and don't let her out of your sight until I'm back. And he's looking out the curtains, you know, looking at people for, you know, see if anyone's there. And he goes out, he's like, I'll meet you when I'm done. I'll meet you there when I'm done. And he was like, got it, big bro. And click, he's gone. There he goes. Oh my gosh, so aggravating. Say something. What, like, you can't just leave.
Just leave.
He's done that before. He has definitely done that before. Where
he's in like work mode.
No explanation.
Tunnel vision. It's like really bad. He sees nothing else around him. Takes in nothing else around him.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we did not get that green mafia palette that we usually get. The like
dark
kind of the like darker colors, but because like usually when it has to do with like, you know, stuff hitting the fan, it's usually like it goes into the darker color. But anyways.
Yeah, their house is pretty dark, I guess, to begin with. So
yeah, I guess it's just like one big dark.
Yeah, I think Lily was just trying to like pack in as much stuff into this episode and some details that she would usually, you know, provide like in the more artistic way, just kind of got lost in translation.
Yeah, and I'm totally cool with that. Like, I don't care. I was just, you know, making a comment.
Yeah, so Poppy and Qiyu are just left like looking at each other. Poppy's like like, and yeah, Qiyu's like, and then poor girl, she's like, not even to use the bathroom. He's like, oh no, bathroom's fine. Please don't take him so literally. Please.
I know. Qiyu's like, no, you can use that by yourself. No. Promise.
Just not the one that I'm using.
Just not that one.
I hope they have 2 bathrooms in that house.
He was like, yo, change of plan. Someone go get me a pack of diapers. Poor boy. Poor boy. I have to say, I have 2 people in my family. Like, Yoel has diabetes, and his medication that he was taking Ozempic, and that really gave him very, very bad gastro issues. And like, and my father unfortunately is sick, so he had to get diapers. So it's a thing. We are regressing. So Poppy's phone buzzes, and now we get a text from Tora. Figure of speech. Sorry. Explain when I'm back. Clan business. Did he hear her talk about the bathroom, and that's why he texted that? Because like the figure of speech.
No, I think he just has realized that he can't just leave without giving something. Because last time that happened was that infamous Friday night, and it was just like not good.
Yeah.
So this is him learning that you got to give a little bit of a follow-up to keep the anxiety at bay. Yeah.
That's
I
great.
think that's all that is. And him saying figure of speech is just him being like, don't take what I said literal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
That's impressive. You know, like we all get into relationships and we are not perfect beings, but the most important thing is to be open to listening and learning and changing.
Yeah.
So
and he's definitely coming, for him, I feel like he's coming a long way. Because that's just within like a matter of, I don't even know what day it is for them. Probably like Tuesday or Wednesday. Who knows? It might be Thursday. I don't know. But like within almost just the past week, he's definitely learned a lot about what she expects. So
yeah, it's great. And yeah, she thinks to herself, I thought he was gonna leave without a word. I didn't hear what he said to Quincy over the phone, but they'll be okay. I'm just overthinking this. I'm so done with all these hunches. Like, yeah, right. You're probably not overthinking this, Poppy. You're trying to calm yourself down, but I'm pretty sure it's bad.
Yeah.
What does 14 and 4 mean?
Okay, I have a theory.
It was definitely thrown in as an Easter egg. Okay, what is your theory?
Okay.
It's on your theory board. What lines do you connect?
Okay, so per my murder board, my purple string. So there are 14 letters in Poppyland books. There are 4 letters in Tora. Tora is on the light board, and the white light, and then Poppy, and then Poppy is on the dark one. So
wait, did you really count like there's 14 letters in Poppyland Wilkes? You would do that. You would.
I did.
There's the 14.
Yes, I did. Okay.
And since Tora doesn't have a last name, it's just Tora.
It's just Tora. So that's all we know about him, unless it's TO number 1 to A, like how it was on his mortgage in a day papers. You too can buy a house. But yeah, so I did the counting. and it is 14 for Poppyland Wilkes, and there's 4 for Tora letters, and Poppy is on the dark, Tora is on the light. So if we take that put it into consideration, it could mean one of two things: that Poppy is still kind of like in the dark about some stuff, and that Tora knows what's going on, and they're on the separate sides of each other. Or what it could mean is that Tora's life is getting lighter, and Poppy's life is getting darker because of how they coincide with one another. So that's my jacked up theory that I have. Cool. Or it could just be like the date of something, because we know that both of their birthdays have passed. It's getting closer to 4/14. That could be D-Day. We don't know.
Oh,
but those,
it could be April 14th.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I was thinking it's funny with Poppy being on the black. When you said that, I was like, maybe she's being targeted, because we kind of know she already is being targeted. So
yeah. But in short, their names have coinciding letters.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. So now we have we have a yellow car. And there's Quincy in the yellow car, I believe. And he's looking at his phone, and he sees, Tora says, "On my way." And Quincy says, "Turning into the city now, hurry the F up." And someone says, "Quinston, where the hell are you?" Who's that person?
I'm pretty sure this is Vincent.
Okay.
I think
so. Fine.
Too.
And then Tora
text called him.
He says, "Where's Tora? He hasn't returned my calls." So it was surprising, because in Quincy's panel, and Vincent only comes up in the next panel, so it's like confused. But okay. We have poor Quincy. I'm glad I got to see one panel of my boy.
He looks shook.
Yeah.
He is just like, oh gosh.
He sighs. He looks sad. I'm sad already. Like, there must be something serious going on, just from poor little Quincy's sad face. And now we see Vincent, and he's shaking his leg, like he's anxious and like just impatient, and with his ring and he really has a nice outfit, I have to say. Like, we know he's a nasty person, but his outfit is nice. And he's like, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." And he's sitting in his some grand opulent room with beautiful furnishings and trim. And someone says, and he looks amazing. I hate to say it, but he looks great. His eyes are popping.
Always. Eyes are popping. That's like his whole thing is keeping up.
Yeah.
Keeping an image.
Yeah. And then someone says, "Master ball even their hair."
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, so who's he upset about being fooled by Tora and Poppy when they left, and like his wife kind of like pulling him away for for a cruise?
Oh, who knows? Oh my gosh, maybe he found out that it was Tora that did the rats. I don't know. That would be real bad.
Or that he's protecting Poppy,
or that he has, like, someone has an idea of where the notebook is and no one is telling him. But then at the same time, it's like, well, they know now that Gil has the notebook, but they don't know that Gil is connected to Shark.
Yeah, he's Shark's bottom. So
I mean, and like, so they don't know that it's definitely Shark that is pulling the strings on that one, because
Gil's a Dumbo.
Gil does not seem like he's capable of that kind of like mastery. And that's definitely a Shark. So, and he's just gonna be used. That's fine. Like, Gil is perfectly fine used by Shark. You can tell that's exactly what's happening.
God, I cannot stand anything about that guy. It's like every time, like when we first see him, in the earlier episodes, I'm just like, ew.
Wait, which one? Gil or Shark?
Both of them, actually.
Shark's
Yeah.
good looking though. But first of all,
Shark is good looking. That's probably partially why he's able to get away with some of his shit. It's just that he's a handsome man. You know, when you're in that beautiful people bubble, you can get away with a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Like so fucked up, but it's true.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm anxious, but I'm also happy that I don't know. I'm excited that we're seeing mafia stuff. Like I like this stuff. And I like the tension, the drama. Things have to have.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand people that are trying to call these episodes fillers.
They're not. They're
like, how are these fillers? It's like these are the episodes that are moving the plot. So how are they filler episodes?
Right. And I think that's why she called it out in one of the like very first few panels when they're like, oh well, we have to move the story along.
Yeah. I love how she like called out like some parts of the fandom.
Yeah.
She breaks that fourth wall.
Yes.
Yes. Let me just call you guys out a little bit.
Yeah. Here. Yeah.
It's
brilliant.
I don't understand how people can say that these are fillers because they're not.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely excited we're seeing Quincy again. I'm really hoping he'll feature prominently in the next episode.
Yeah. And then also just like, I am very curious as to what this Vincent
fellow has to say.
Yeah, what this interaction is going to be like. It's very anxiety filling. I'm filled with so much anxiety. Just waiting until next week.
I know.
It's like it can't come fast enough. And like cross our fingers and hope that Webtoons doesn't put her in timeout again.
Right?
Yeah.
Whew. All right. What was your favorite panel? I have a favorite panel. It's Vincent. And I know it's like odd because he's the villain, but I love the setting of it. Like he's just looking villainous and evil, and the background is gorgeous. And I love beautiful things. So I love his house, even though my taste is not, necessarily that taste, but I like appreciate a well-designed home, and it just looks great. So that's my favorite panel.
I mean, okay, so would it be weird if mine is essentially like the absolute most opposite?
Okay.
And it's of you.
Yes.
The toilet. Because like, oh, everyone knows how this feels. Everyone has related to him at some point looking exactly like this. And so I think that's why it's my favorite. It's like this poor man.
Yep.
The struggle is real.
It's so real for him.
Yeah.
It's either that. I mean, I know which one is. Yeah. I know which one is Angela's favorite.
Okay.
Don't you dare. Yes. Go
one
for
with
it.
Brian and Louis like dancing. Brian and 𝗪𝗪. Yes? No?
Veronica, what's your guess?
Okay, Daddy Lorian then, right? Sorry.
This one's my guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
so like, okay, just hear me out on this one, okay? I do love that scene because not just because he's in his helmet, but I also love how like, he just stands in the corner, like a boss watching everything going on, and she's still explaining everything for him. Like he just does is talking for him, and I swear to God, he has the same smug ass look on his face.
Yeah. You just can't see it, but that's fine.
You just can't see it.
And then Daddy Lorian. I knew that would be your favorite.
Thank you. Yes, you. No shade. But like, my second favorite one is the house party one with the and then like Brian and.
Yeah, I mean this one is definitely my second favorite.
It's hysterical. But yeah, like
it's too good.
We get, that look of I didn't know they had all those tattoos. And I think it's kind of endearing, honestly, to see those silly tattoos, because I mean the first tattoo that we saw of Brian is the handgun. And you're like, oh shit, like we don't want to mess with this guy because he's crazy. He has bri liner on, like he's insane. But then we see no regrets and bitch please, I'm a mermaid. Like, come on. That's so cute.
I mean, it's like, obviously those are the types of tattoos that Brian would have. Kind of like how Gu's tattoos would always, like, they'll always be those like rinky-dink little like weirdo like umbrellas, like berries and stuff that like make absolutely no sense. I mean, Brian's tattoos are very much on par with his brand of being a little crazy.
Yes.
I love it. And then I'm also really glad that we finally meet the Megan, that actually exists.
Yes.
We were not sure about that.
Everyone's just like, yeah, okay. Like, I know for me at one point, I'm like, does Megan actually exist? Because she didn't come to the birthday party. She like, things here and there. So I'm glad that we finally meet her, and she's so pretty, and I love that she's curvy and she's got her own sense of style, and I love it.
Cute. She was like wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a solid match for Jacob. Absolutely.
Cute.
Yeah. So
all right.
Ma'am. Good episode.
Yeah, that was great. Very exciting. Lots of content. And, looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I will
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Always fun. Bye.
Thank you to my current patrons: Susie, Lily, Molly, Veronica, Emily, Jo Rochelle, Saucy Thuglets, Anne Rose, Alexa, Misty, Joanne, Esther, Watching You People, Emily, Jane, Kay, Lily, Beckett, Duranda, Christine, Sadie, Teresa, Mrs. Castaldo, 𝗪𝗲𝗱𝗀, Ruby, and Robin. Your support is truly appreciated.